Hi Taurus, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and dive on in for Taurus. Something here could be like not ending when it needs to end. You could be getting good advice from a friend. There could be a path of money waiting for you to find it, and you could be awaiting news or communication about this. Let's see. There could be a temptation to be nasty, which needs to be held back from. Maybe you need to pay attention to your intuition. It looks like the most difficult part of a situation is ending. You could be being asked or called to be more fluid, flexible, mutable type energy. You could be dealing with an older woman, or you could be the older woman that's coming into a path of money. Maybe taking a less. Maybe there's like disappointment in somebody here and a misunderstanding. Maybe you need to initiate communication with this person. You could also be dealing with a younger woman or somebody who's helping you or talking to you about something. There could be a need to kind of carefully think about something, carefully communicate. Be careful you're not being too greedy. Messages for Taurus. Feeling dissatisfaction, but persevering and you will succeed. Okay, strong emotion, passionate love or hate, and fear. Okay, let's go ahead and get best advice for Tauruses. Most important advice for the Taurus people and placements. We have the cosmic heart, beautiful. Devotion, potency, making your life a moving prayer. And then the messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. And the seven star sisters on the bottom, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. I think I'll read that one for you guys. It looks very beautiful. The seven star sisters. Let's go ahead and see. 100. Definitely a completion or like a new beginning in some regard. Maybe you're in a life path 9 year and you're entering getting prepared for that life path 1 year. So birthing creations. There are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to the creations to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist, the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. Who wants to be birthed through you? When new creations are whispering in your ear, what beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stop seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is a part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project like a new business or a book, or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life. For where there's creativity, spirit and soul are present, and the world needs more of these qualities now than ever before. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what you're being guided to do at this time. Best advice for the Taurus, most important advice. We have 5 of Candles. Maybe come out of any conflict with people. Definitely avoid conflict or a passionate expression of that kind of vibe. You can see how they're arguing and they're yelling about finances or something like that there. It looks like almost competition, unpredictability, discord, and arguments. Okay. You've allowed anger to get the better of you, but shouting does not make the situation any closer to resolution. You must find a way to bring peace and harmony to a situation that may feel as though it's burning out of control. Things might have escalated to the level of legalities and litigation, and there may be nothing you can do but ride the storm. Hold fast, keep your mind firmly on the outcome, and bear the maelstrom as best as you can. So let's get some other messages for you guys. I'm going to get a Kali, very powerful Kali card for you guys. Taurus, best advice. Nitya Kali. Okay, this is all about communication. Kind of that circle, that higher understanding, which the circle represents the unity of all. Let's see, 30. She calls us away from the world to journey inwards, where a path of sacred introversion beckons. Turning within may feel natural and unfamiliar, but in journeying within, you gain the energy, insight, and freedom and from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize you are not being denied, but released. There is something new on the horizon. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. Kali Nitya is the cycle of the waning moon, from the moment just after the height of the full moon into a phase of decline, right up until the black moon before the new moon initiates the building of a fresh fresh cycle. We do have the new moon in very close in the September 2nd coming up in Virgo. So we are still in that waning moon phase where we're letting go from that previous full moon in Aquarius last week, I think last Monday. We're still letting go and shedding the old and making way for new energy to come in and manifest, right? So we have to clean out our cupboards, throw out what is disease so that we can allow better, clean energy to come in, a real sense of peace. This moon phase embodies the natural magic inherent in letting go and allowing for the energies to run their course and die. It can also be about fasting, could be really healthy purification. It can be a sign to embrace the qualities of decrease for a period to bring about a cycle of experience to completion and generate what is necessary for the next cycle to be more abundant and nourishing. Given our societal preoccupation with constant activity and outwardly driven connection, honoring Nitya Kali requires the use of the will to honor the soul rhythms above peer pressure. So there could be a need to socialize less at this time. There can be a resistance to embracing the crumbling away of a form once cherished, yet in doing so we can give a proper burial, allowing for the cleansing emotions, perhaps anger, sadness, loss, or grief in the face of betrayal, disappointment, or confusion to move through our soul. Interesting. Then the space for higher understanding, healing, and even forgiveness and gratitude for what is learned can open. Peace and release follow, and soon after, the readiness for the new. To hold space in the liminal in between times when something is no longer, and the superior revolution beyond a mere replacement is yet to be, requires wisdom and courage. Inner processes need to take place beneath the cover of darkness, privacy, and sanctuary. You do not need to parade your process before others, nor prove anything to anyone. Now is a time for the natural inward motion and decline. It is healthy and can be enjoyable, relished as a chance to clear out and free yourself from unnecessary burdens of mind and body. If you are not used to letting go or believe you must constantly be on, then this is a chance to expand your psychological and emotional vocabulary. Allow for the divine feminine wisdom of the soul to do what it does. Provide the method and process for healing transformations. If you are used to controlling everyone and everything, consider this a chance to step back and allow others to develop their power and responsibility. Nitya Kali's message is to give yourself time and space to truly let go as this ending is divinely intended. You shall receive abundant blessings that will more than replace any loss or suffering you have experienced through the conclusion of a life phase. You have been placed in a period of loss or grief. The oracle indicates that this is coming to an end, likely sooner than you realize, and yet you are invited to allow it to find its completion naturally, rather than trying to rush it to an ending. This oracle also predicts a closure around a matter of deep soul healing. Trust yourself in your divine timing. You will instinctively sense when you're ready to put the sad days behind you and to embrace the beginning of a happier time. No matter how unlikely that seems at this time, it will happen naturally, as soon the spring follows winter. This oracle asks you to give the more challenging emotions like grief and sadness proper honor and place. Do not avoid them, but do not allow them to consume your entire being or believe that they shall rule your life. If you feel your hands are tied or you are unable to exert your will in the world at this time, do not fret. Often before a time of significant fruition, there is a period when nothing much seems to be happening. You are tending to your inner work and strengthening the vision and intention, but where is the evidence and result of hard work? It is building in the soul, like a powerful energy building seeds within the seed, ready to spring forth with unexpected and astonishing grace and vibrancy when the time is right. Let go of force, but do not give in despair or feeling of defeat. Any cycle of holding back or lack of external support for your inner work will end, followed by a new era of divinely mandated manifestations. Hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you. Take care.